Microphone check 1 2. What is this? Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy DGratest from South Central. Live in the studio with your boy Jungle Brother, man, on Chop It Up Live, man. Episode number 2 is going down. What up, 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 Jungle? How you doing, bro?
Hey man, turn your mic up a little bit. You're kind of low. Let me see if it's not my thing.
Kind of low, kind of low.
All right. Are you okay? You good? It might be on my end, but I don't want to touch my device because it got a head trigger, man. I touch that door, gonna fly, it's gonna snap and fly on the floor, man. This holder is real precarious.
Hey man, you got this, man. You got this. Shout out to Mocha Bella in the morning in the building. Good morning, DeMarcus Edward, DeMarcus DGratest, and Jungle B. What up, Mocha? We're coming up to 3.
Bogle, I like that Jungle B. I like that.
Oh, you
the
like
greatest
that?
ever called me Jungle B. Jungle B is only for the ladies.
I wouldn't. Note taken, sir. Note taken. You know what I mean? For real. What up, man? Let's check in real quick, man. How was your week? How you feeling? What's going on, man? Since the last time we chopped it up.
Well, I had a doctor's appointment, and the one I went to go see today, he's not my primary, but he's my specialist. And when I go see my doctor, my primary, my copay is $35, up from $20 10 years ago, up from $5, $10, 20 years ago. But I paid $35 to my primary care doctor. Well, when I go see my specialist, the cardiovascular doctor, I got paid $50. And so me and him was chopping it up. I was like, Doc, I need financial help, man, because y'all scheduling me all these appointments back to back to back. That's $50, $35 a pop. I ain't working. I got CDLs. I got a CDL commercial driver license. I got a CDL, a commercial driver license, but I can't get nobody truck right now. You know what I'm saying? I could barely stand. I could barely walk. You know what I'm saying? I tried to get one of these little disability jobs, these little cushy disability jobs they got on Indeed. They telling me I don't qualify for the job because I'm not disabled. Wow. And I can't do my trucking job because I'm disabled. So he's like, yeah, I understand, man. You stuck between a rock and a hard place. But then he started telling me the things I would need to qualify for disability. And check this out, the great. Insurance won't approve your disability until you either have a stroke or a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through it. You know what I'm saying? Before they help you out. I'm like, what kind of sense is that?
Right. You pretty much got to die to get anything, and then
he said, well. He said, looking at your weight on that scale, you qualify. You obese. You qualify for what's that? I said, I know a dude in California. I know a dude in Georgia. They got programs. I mean, they got stuff to help them out. Physical therapists. They got programs to help obese folks. You know what I'm saying? And North Carolina don't have it, but the ones they do have is hard to qualify for. So that's what I'm dealing with right now, the great. I'm in a red state, North Carolina, and it's just hard, man, dealing with healthcare since November. And when I say November, you know what I mean.
Right. What? That's crazy because when we vote and when we have these elections and all these laws and stuff to change some things, man. Is that going down in the state of North Carolina when it comes to putting in some type of regulations or some changes, for healthcare, or who's representing your state to make these changes, the governor or whoever? I don't know. What I mean? But what kind of movement it is to change these laws and change these things for healthcare to get better for a person like you in the situation that you're in?
Well, that's a great question. Right now, the North Carolina legislature is trying to take the powers from the governor and put it toward this little I forgot the name of it. This little committee. Just think of it. You got a governor, they trying to strip his powers because he a Democrat. They trying to strip his powers and give it to the little I think it's a labor committee, whatever, which is controlled by the Republicans. So
Mm.
before we could pass anything, our governor, he's fighting for his life. And if they successful in getting it turned toward taking the power away from the governor, that's 6 years. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know a lot of what you're going through is coming from the state legislator.
Mm-hmm.
And most of us black folks, we only know about state legislature when every time they mention Clay Davis on the wire. Insert laugh track. You know what I'm saying? Insert laugh track. So people don't even think about the North Carolina legislature. But right now, North Carolina legislature, it controls how fast the speed is on the highway. It controls a lot of stuff. And right now, the North Carolina legislature is like 60% Republicans or 75% Republicans. They got a super majority where they can pass a whole lot of Jim Crow laws if they want.
Boy, we in a crazy state right now, man.
You in the right state. California is a blue state, and like for example, the great. I ain't want to put your business out there, but you went to after high school, you had a whole lot of options most people didn't have. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole bunch like your job, your day job. Your day job is a program that help a lot of folks. North Carolina don't have those type of jobs. Georgia got it. I know a couple of people in Georgia, they got that program. North Carolina doesn't have it.
Wow,
So it depends on what state you in.
that's wild, man. The South is y'all. Some part of the South is going through it right now. It seems like they're going backwards. You feel me? Big time, big time. We got some people chiming in, man. We got, like I said, Ms. Mocha Bella chimed in, Big Illinois, over here on YouTube and Facebook. We live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Chop it up live for Jungle Brother and DGratest. Dion, my cousin Diane, Alvin, Janice, what's going on? Chop it up live, man. Anybody want to chime in? You can chime in, man. So, dang. So that's what's the plan? What is the next? What's the next steps that you're gonna have to take?
Okay, next step.
The things you get
The next step is my doctor gonna talk to my primary, and they're gonna submit it and see if the insurance company okay it. If not, I gotta come out of pocket. And if I gotta come out of pocket, if I gotta come out of pocket, the grade, I won't have to start digging deep, like my uncle. Me and my uncle got to do me on that space tape. I gotta dig deep.
Gotta dig deep. This shit is very expensive, man. Just for medication alone, that puts you in the outhouse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let alone getting the proper care and getting a doctor that's gonna really be legit and just gonna work with you, not against you. You know what I mean? So, I pray that everything works out on you on that end, man. For real. We need these services, man. We need these services. It's crazy how you guys don't have those type of services that what I do out there in your location. You're homeless. How's your homeless situation out there? since I work, people know I'm an employment specialist. I work with homeless. I work with people that was homeless, get employment. So what kind of wow, do y'all give me an example of your homeless population and what are they doing to help those people out there in North Carolina?
Well, before you become homeless, they had this like drug treatment program. Everybody goes to the truck stop in Charlotte, that little pilot truck stop is right there where 85 and 77 meet up in Charlotte. Right across from it was a drug rehab center. It's another on Sugar Creek Road. Some of you people came down here for this CIAA tournament. Y'all know about Sugar Creek Road is one drug treatment center off Sugar Creek Road. They no longer here. Their funding has been cut and they closed down. The homeless shelter that was on North Tryon. If you come down here for CIAA, you know about North Tryon. Well, right there, almost under 277, Highway 277, is a homeless shelter. They closed that down.
Damn.
So right now, man, we in a reconstruction period right now in the United States. They're closing all the programs, man, that they can. They're closing all the programs that they can, and we starting to feel it. The food bank, I don't know the great. I know you live in a blue state like California. I know you have food banks. Well, the food bank in Charlotte has been hit, not drastically, but their funding has been cut by 25%.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're relying on the food bank to help you with your groceries, that's been cut.
A lot of people depends on food banks, man, to survive, bro.
Right.
So that's crazy.
Right. If you say you're a truck driver like myself, if you become where you can no longer get in that truck and you disabled, you make too much money. Because if your wife working, even though you are destitute like I am, I make too much money because my wife work at the post office. You know what I'm saying? So I don't qualify. I don't qualify for none of these programs. The VA been slashed. I can't even get my VA rep on the phone. Good news, bad news about that is I filed a claim in 2001, and I'm still going through it. So if my claim get approved, I won't get all that back pay if I survive long enough to get it.
2001.
Excuse me, 2021. Excuse me, 2021. If you peel an onion back, I filed in 1998 because I had shin splints. You know what I'm saying? Now, anybody that's a paratrooper, y'all know about shin splints. All you gotta do is go to the VA, say, "Hey, I was a paratrooper. I used to jump out of airplanes voluntarily. And I got shin splints." You automatically qualified. But I ain't jump out of the airplane. So when I went for shin splints, I got denied. This is 1998. Now, if I could go back and get that taken care of, I want to get back paid for 1998 on the great, and you ain't gonna. Well, some people ain't gonna see me no more.
Right. I'm gonna call you. It's gonna go straight to voicemail. You know what I mean? Oh man, Miss J Twice. She put in the chat. She's live on Facebook. She said, "I stopped taking some of that medication because it was destroying my kidneys, and I changed my eating habits, and I'm doing better." All right, Miss J Twice. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Like I said, Jungle, we're gonna continue to pray for you on that, man. Hope things get better for you. Let me see. Miss J Twice said something. She said, "I feel you, Jungle. I would love to still be driving alongside Ready Care, but pacemaker ended that." Okay. Wow.
Praying for him, man. On pacemaker. Damn, I didn't know that, man. I'm praying for him, man.
Yeah. Other than that, man, you survived another week, brother. You here? Good to see you. You know what I mean? Things get better with the health care and your health. You know what I'm saying? For real, man.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Last week we talked about some things, and I want to resurface. Rest in peace to Uncle Mike. But we got caught up in the mix talking. We had a very good show. We got a lot of good response of people saying that they like what they were hearing and like what we was doing, man. But at Uncle Mike's homegoing, man, his funeral, man. You wanted to dig in some details about that, about some of the things that was going on. I see you'd already left. Go ahead and explain and talk to the people, man. Give us a visual in the atmosphere of what's going on at Uncle Mike's funeral a couple of weeks ago.
You know how family is family. Just a whole lot of drama. Uncle Mike been in the hospital 30 days, right? And he was in ICU for like 2 weeks. And when you're in ICU, you can only have 2 visitors at a time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you got a room, you can go in there and kick your feet up. You know what I'm saying? Got unlimited snacks in a little break room or whatever. You know how it is in the hospital. Is great. You know what I'm saying? You went there for your little paper cut.
Whoa.
Well, you know how it is. And so it's only 2 at a time. And so my family, it was some little infighting because my Tio, that's uncle in Spanish, my Tio, his daughter was there and she didn't want to leave his side, you know what I'm saying? And people was like, well, she just need to let other people come sometimes, this couple went, they had to go one at a time instead of going there together. You know what I'm saying? So that was an issue, people going to see Uncle Mike, so when me and Pam went, she left out of there, because see, when Pam went in there, Pam came back out 30 minutes, and I went in there, and when she saw me come in there, she was like, "Oh," it finally clicked on her that, oh, well, maybe, I need to take a break and let 2 people come in at a time. You know what I'm saying? Because all I've been seeing is people from the Low Country. Now you got 2 people from Charlotte, and they come to see him one at a time. But maybe, Uncle Mike want to see his niece and nephew at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So she, sweet girl, she said, well, let me go out and I go get Pam. So dealing with that and
get up.
my uncle, my Tio, this phone about to fall. He kind-hearted, never met a stranger, and he'll treat you like you the best person in the world. And to 98% of us, that's a good thing. 2% will take advantage of that.
Mm.
So according to her, she was his girlfriend.
Mm.
She showed her ass 30 days before my Tio, went home to glory. She acted like she was the wife. You know what I'm saying? So my family had to deal with his, in quotes, girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? She very disrespectful. Only cared about what my Tio could do for her.
Right.
Trying to get into his apartment and say, well, I gave him this, that, and other. I need to get that. My Tio not even in the ground, and you talking about what you need to get out of his apartment.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So my cousin Reggie, that's my grandmother's my grandmother's sister's son.
Okay.
You know, him and Uncle Mike was in the bathtub together when they were children. You know, I'm just trying to paint a picture how
You,
close
you,
he was.
you painted it real close with that one.
Well, you know, they were young. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Darren, my older brother, we was in the bathtub together. You know, we were 2 years old and 4 years old.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know, black folks, we saving bath water. We ain't running no fresh bath water for two little knuckleheads. You get there together. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody running, fresh bath water. Now they might have done it, the great you Huxtable, you might got fresh bath water.
Get it. A lot of people's not gonna confess they was in the bathtub with their brothers and cousins and stuff. You know what I mean?
But anyway, so Reggie had power of attorney. Uncle Mike he was on some serious drugs for the pain, so he wasn't his right mind. So Pam and my cousin Reggie, they had power of attorney, right? So me and Reggie was in there, and now his girlfriend. Now, like I said, me and my uncle tight. Me and my uncle talk about a whole lot of stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't never say, uncle. He ain't never say, nephew, let's go meet my girlfriend. Every time I'm out with my uncle, she's on the phone asking where he's at. But he ain't never say, she's dear to me. Let me go meet her. I want you to meet her. You know what I'm saying? He took me everywhere else, but he ain't never say, yo, nephew, I need you to meet this girl. She's the love of my life. He ain't never say that. So Uncle Mike, he was in a whole lot of pain, but he could speak a little bit. And if you ask him a question, he'll shake his head up and down.
Right.
And Reggie was like, do you want to see so and so? And he was like, yeah, I want to see her. And Reggie asked him personal questions. He said, he was like, how is she to you? Is she your girlfriend? Because we asking this because what he say might end up on the obituary or not.
Right.
If she's really, really close to you, you might get a mention, a special friend on the obituary. And Uncle Mike, he said, she's a very sweet girl. I like her a lot. He ain't say love. You know what I'm saying? He ain't say she my ride or die. He ain't say none of that.
Right.
So me and Pam, out dealing with my own infirmaries during this time. So Pam was more like the lead co-pilot with Reggie.
Okay.
And she was like, Pam was feeding her with a long handled spoon. You know what I'm saying? And Pam was going to say, you out. You ain't going to be on the obituary. You ain't going to be treated as somebody special.
Shutting it down.
She was acting like she was first lady. You know what I'm saying? She was acting like she PNT 69 to you. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward, Uncle Mike passed away.
Okay.
Uncle Mike passed away, and they handling arrangements. Now during this time, I'm tore up emotionally, and I'm tore up because my health was bad. Because for me to go down there, I had to get off the medicine. Because if I was on the medicine while I was down there at the hospital, I'd have been urinating every 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And so I got off the medicine so I could be cognitive and I won't have to keep getting up every 5 minutes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So after Uncle Mike passed away, when I came back to Charlotte, I was on my ass for a good week. I couldn't do anything. Number one, I was tore up, and number two, I was physically tore up. So Pam and Reggie handled the arrangements, right? So fast forward to the program. Now in black folks, that program is big time. What you
Yeah.
say on that program, that's
Yeah.
like a contract in a black family.
It
You
is.
know, who you are going to be shown on that obituary.
That program. Yep.
My cousin Reggie, bless his heart. He taught me how to ride a bicycle. The great. I first learned how to ride a bicycle. It was called my cousin Reggie taught me how to ride a bicycle.
Yes, sir.
My favorite aunt anime, that's her boy, Reggie. I love Reggie to death. But Reggie put that girl on the program. Pam wasn't going to do it, but Reggie did. Not only did Reggie put her on the program,
We.
he let her speak.
Oh.
Now, speak at the funeral. Now, only 3 people spoke at the funeral. Deacon DuPont, he got Uncle Mike every job he ever had since he was 18 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Took Uncle Mike, pick him up, take him to church. That was a road dog. You know, they've been knowing each other 40 years. You know, he started when Uncle Mike moved to the low bottom in the early 80s. DuPont was his road dog. DuPont got him a job. Uncle Mike's best job, DuPont got him that job. Well, anyway, my cousin Curtis, he spoke. Curtis, he a Cowboy fan.
Right.
So
Right.
so me and Uncle Mike, we was always clown Curtis about his Cowboys losing. Curtis
Look.
ride or die Cowboy fan. He always win the Cowboy jersey. He always win the Cowboy hat. He got Cowboys everything. Car got Cowboys on it. Like you, the great. Like you. You know what I'm saying? Curtis spoke. You know what I'm saying? So DuPont told everybody, you know, me and Uncle Mike, we was ride or die, right? So after they spoke, this little girl got up. Uncle Mike's quote unquote girlfriend, who I ain't never met. I ain't never met her. Pam ain't never met her. None of my siblings met her. Nobody met her. They've been going together for 3 years, and nobody in the family met her.
Mm.
So she gonna get up there and say, give an honor, you know, to Pastor, you know how they do that, you know. Then she's gonna mention Reggie. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank Reggie for putting me on the program. Despite other people not wanting me on the program, taking a dig at me.
She didn't say that.
Yeah, she said that, Reggie.
Oh.
I might throw a little butter on one part of it, but she said 98% of that. Now she said something about despite I forgot, I gotta ask Buttercup how she said it, but she kind of took a dig at us.
Yeah,
right.
She's throwing shots at the surface.
That was the first shot. Then she's gonna talk about. Yeah, we only got an hour, so I might get that. They did meet, but she side-eyed them like they were who he told. Okay. Well, they did meet. Pam and my other sister Shauna met her, but she kind of looked them up and down like, who the hell are they? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She a real disrespectful looking at Pam and Shauna like they small. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
So
this is right.
So she gets up there, took a shot at us. They're gonna try to take shots at when I was sick, Mike, he'll come to my bedside. He will come to my bedside and he'll stay with me till I'm sick. He will go get me something to eat. He'll go get me KFC. Stop right there. Uncle Mike doesn't have a car. You know what I'm saying? Now, the great, how far is a highway from your house?
Less than 5 minutes, sir.
Less than 5 minutes, right? Well, KFC is near the highway, less than 5 minutes from Uncle Mike's house.
Okay.
He gets up there. Uncle Mike on dialysis, since the 90s. He walking, get her something to eat. Walking. He walking, get her, that's how great my uncle is. That what he would do that for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Uncle Mike, he walking, getting this chick something to eat. She talked about, yeah, Uncle Mike did this, Uncle Mike did that, Uncle Mike did blah blah blah. And what she didn't say the great, if you want to pick, if you look at the transcript, you know what I'm saying, like the Warren report, you know what I'm saying, with the OJ trial, you look at transcripts, you know what's not on there? What she did to Uncle Mike. She got up there in front of everybody at the funeral and bragged about what Uncle Mike did for her, but that chick ain't say not one thing she did for Uncle Mike. Uncle Mike on a fixed schedule. Uncle Mike on a fixed schedule, buying her things. So if you're on a fixed schedule, Greg, guess what that you coming short somewhere else, right? So Uncle Mike coming up short. Say what?
You coming up short.
So Uncle Mike coming up short, helping this chick out.
That's wild.
In closing, she gets up there and talking about, yeah, DuPont, you was a road dog, but I was a road dog too. How you hit road dog when we taking Uncle Mike? See why? And DuPont taking Mike all his appointments, and you got a car.
Yeah. Ain't nowhere to be found.
Uncle Mike trying to get him to come to Charlotte. He like, well, let me see what Reggie doing. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if Reggie, or maybe Reggie could bring me up here and we play some cards. He ain't never say, let me see what my girlfriend doing.
Right.
He never say that.
She ain't you ain't never seen her up to this point, right?
No, I ain't never seen her. This my first time. I seen her walking to the mic at the funeral.
That's damn.
And Reggie wrong for that. This wasn't no Lola Falana walking up there. This wasn't no Pam Grier walking up there. I'm like, Reggie, you gonna let everybody see her?
That's crazy.
You gonna let everybody see her? Come on, Reggie.
So did you put Reggie to the side and actually had this conversation? And I want to know what was Reggie's mentality on this one, man?
I ain't bringing it up the great. You know, right now Reggie grieving like I'm grieving. You know what I'm saying? Him and Uncle Mike were like brothers. When Uncle Mike first came to the Low Country, he stayed with Reggie. You know what I'm saying? I think they had bunk bed. They had 2 beds in Reggie's room, but Mike was in one room, Reggie's in the other bed. You know what I'm saying? So they grew up like brothers.
Yeah, they brothers.
Until Mike got his own spot. So I ain't asked Reggie this. Now I didn't ask him what was he thinking. Now Reggie brought it up, and he be like, I think I got second regret. I think I got regrets bringing up old girl. Let her speak. I said, yeah, Reggie, you bump your head doing that. And that's all. I left it at that because he kind of spiked at my reaction.
Yeah.
So I left it alone.
Trust me, bro. Trust me.
So this is my first time talking about it, you know, outside of with Buttercup and my siblings. So when she finally gets up, she gonna tell DuPont that she his real road dog. But she ain't, I threw a little butt on it. She ain't say I'm his real road dog. She gonna say I'm his road dog. You only known him 3 years. DuPont known him 40 years. DuPont got a 41-year-old daughter. DuPont knew Bailey before she was born. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna get up there and equivalate with DuPont? You should have left that alone. DuPont boo-hoo crying, and you gonna talk about you just as important to DuPont.
That's wild. Hey, it might not come up now, but when y'all get together at a family function or whatever, and you know, you might have a little extra Kool-Aid in your system. You feel me? Somebody gonna bring this situation up at the function, man, for real. So I'm prepared. That's what we do. We gonna let it simmer right now, but at the next function, we gonna have a conversation. We gonna have a conversation. For real.
So in closing about her, she wraps up. She do the James Brown after she got finished.
The J.
Whoever came with her had to go over there, put a robe on her because she was too weak. She was too weak to walk back to her seat.
Don't tell me it was one of those moments. Don't
You
tell
know,
me one of those
she's so
moments.
pulled up. Now, it's some more details I don't want to bring up, but bear in mind, her and Mike supposed to be so tight, but Reggie and DuPont, the one went to his apartment, called the paramedics.
Yeah.
And she calling. Now, they live in the same complex. Uncle Mike being rushed to the hospital, but you calling Reggie for the details. If you hit ride or die, you supposed to be calling Reggie.
Yeah.
So you're Reggie. Mike ain't doing too good. You know what I'm saying? So she kind of let it out. She kind of let it out. She kind of let the cat out of the bag. I know I'm long on this. I'm about to wrap up.
I'm picking out a whole lot of things that's been. There's a lot of information that's being said that
she prayed on Uncle Mike. She told everybody. She prayed on Uncle Mike. She said when she saw Uncle Mike, she was just looking at him and looking at him and looking at him. He really. She was like, he didn't notice me at first. Insert laugh track. Everybody in the church started laughing because Michael got eyes. He ain't blind. He saw you. He saw you. He ain't want to speak to you. You wore him down to, he ain't talking. But I finally got his attention and I finally got him to take me out. She prayed on Uncle Mike. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Mike was his mom, my grandmother had just died, so he was vulnerable. And she felt she preyed on his sympathies, and she got her hooks in him. And anyway,
and hold on, Junk. They lived in the same complex.
Yeah, it's like a assisted living complex.
Yeah, say less. Say less. I already know how that.
She heard Uncle Mike came up on something when my grandma died, blah blah blah, and anyway, after she James Brown to her, she got escorted back to her seat, because she couldn't walk. She ain't say nothing to Pam or whatever. Pam was doing fine at the funeral up until then.
Yeah.
After she talked, Pam was like almost had a nervous breakdown. Pam was boohoo crying. Everybody had to console Pam. Pam was through.
Yeah.
Pam was doing fine until that little thing spoke. I left out a lot of details of Grace, so maybe next time we come on here, I can add in some details to most of it. But that right there just surfaced.
I can imagine the whole. You did a good job, bro. I can imagine a whole lot of stuff was going down at that home going, man. Real, man. Well, thanks for sharing that, man. Rest in peace, Uncle Mike. Man. Uncle Mike, boy, hey, yeah, we're gonna have to revisit that because she stayed at that complex. You knew what she was doing, bro. Any other family member? I know a lot of funerals, man, that would have turned into a straight rumble, man, for real. But hey, question about that. When three people spoke, now was that set or did they ask for people to come up and speak?
That was set. It said on the program. It said you're gonna have acknowledgments from DuPont, from Curtis, and from her. 2 minutes apiece. Damn. Yeah, it was on the program.
That's crazy.
I think I sent you the program, and if you look at the program, you see her name on there under Curtis.
Dang, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Well, rest in peace, Uncle Mike. Real. Jumping up live with your boy DGratest. People chimed in, man. We got DJ Mad Knox. We got Chief Rock. Representing Bill Network. Miss J twice. I think she had left. I'm gonna put. She got grandmommy duties. Miss J Twice. We appreciate you, Miss J Twice. We got Fly Tie in the building. Fly Tie. Big Illinois. Big Illinois, man. What's up with Big Illinois? That's all I see right now. Scrolling up chat real quick. Yeah, Miss J Twice changed her. Stop taking her medicine, man. That's her kidneys, so yeah, man. Chop it up live with your boy DGratest.
Speaking of chop it up, you want to hear a chop it up story?
Go
real
ahead,
quick, 15 seconds about Chief. I called Chief the other day,
okay.
and depending on everybody got caller ID, right?
Yeah.
So if you call me, I'd be like, "What's going on, the great crown holder, Reggie?" Call me. I always say, "Hey, how you doing?" When I pick up from the phone.
Yeah.
But you know how you see somebody on your caller ID, you pick up the phone because you really don't want to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? But you pick up anyway, and you be like, "Hello." Hopefully, you got a bad connection, and you can hang up. You know what I'm saying? And so they call you back like, "Oh, I didn't know it was you." So I called Chief. Chief pick up the phone. He gonna say, "Hello," like I'm a bill collector or somebody. I said, "Chief, what you mean hello? You know who this is?" "Oh, what's going on, Jungle?" I said, "What's going on, Jungle? My ass. You know it was me. You answer the phone like I'm a bill collector."
Yeah, that's slow.
That's my Chief story.
All right.
So,
all right.
if you call Chief and he pick up and say, "What's up to you?" I want you to remember he didn't do you like he did me.
You're not the only one, man. Not the only one. Hey, we got Poetic Sands in the building. What's going on, Poe? How you doing?
What's going on, Poe?
The transfer portal, man. The transfer portal. NIL. And I think you spoke on it, but I need you to break it down, bro. It seemed like it's, I ain't gonna say it seemed like it's getting under control, but
well, transfer portal is a dirty business. And the reason why I want to talk on it is because University of Virginia coach, he's black. The University of Virginia coach, he's black. And Colorado coach is black. Deion Primetime Sanders, Coach
right.
Prime. Well, Coach Prime did a show the other day on Well Off Media. He said, "Hey man, Virginia, you got to stop. I'll let you get one." Virginia done dipped into to the airwaves and called Colorado player and offered him a whole bunch of money to come to Virginia. I think it's Isaiah Augusta, running back for Colorado. He dipped into the portal because I think Virginia offered him a whole lot of money. Now it's not been confirmed. It's not been confirmed yet, but they calling Colorado players up and offering them big money. Coach Prime, old school. He's not calling every school trying to raise them with talent. Yeah. They call him Coach Prime. Yeah. And Coach Prime is like, "Hey, what's your status with your coach?" "Well, they're not playing me, whatever, or blah, blah, blah." "Okay, you come here." But he's not cold calling like a boiler room and rating players. Well, Virginia did one. Virginia called his running back, and he dipped to the portal, and he's gone. But then Virginia dipped into the phone line and called another Colorado player. This one, Carter Stoudemire, number 23 for Colorado. If you Google Colorado roster, he's number 23. He's a rising junior. He started some games last year, and he's projected to start at safety for Colorado this year. Stoudemire's father played football with the Cowboys when Prime was there. I forgot his daddy's name, but his daddy played NFL. Stoudemire. You probably remember that name, Stoudemire the Great. Well,
Yeah.
his son is in Colorado. So Stoudemire said Virginia offered him big money. Virginia offered him big money to leave Colorado, dip into the portal, and go there. Now everybody know Colorado. They lost Shiloh and they lost Sil McCrae. So Colorado free safety and strong safety is not coming back. So they're dealing with freshmen and sophomores. That's
Right.
one of
Right.
their weaknesses. So that's
They,
why
yeah.
these schools trying to nip it to Colorado Hills, taking a safety. He's not first team, second team, third team. He's not projected nowhere in the Big 12. Only reason why they offer him big money is the week in Colorado. It's a dirty business, man. And I'm just mad. Go ahead.
No, it is. I'm listening because the portal just opened up like this week, right?
Yeah, the portal, you can start signing Wednesday. And Colorado, they signed a big 6'5", 198-pound wide receiver from Campbell. He's projected to run a 4.3. Big Andre Johnson type. You know what I'm saying? Look real good. He's gonna replace Travis Hunter and J5 as the number one wide receiver for Colorado.
So my question. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. No, I'm gonna say.
My question is, all right, doing spring ball, are these players on the field or are they just waiting? Because if you're a player and you on the going through spring practice and stuff, the portal come up, you just just leave. You just go. That's weird to me. You know what I mean?
Well, they changed the rule. This is the first year of a new rule. First year of a new rule is you gotta jump into the portal before the spring game. Because of that, because last year and the year before, everybody was using the spring game to showcase their skills and then dip into the portal.
It's leaving.
So now you got to come before the portal, before the spring game. Colorado spring game today at 4:30 Eastern time. You know, Shador jersey getting retired, and Travis Hunter jersey getting retired. Now, DeGratest, let me ask you one thing. When have you ever heard an uproar of a player getting his jersey retired? Whether in pro sports or college sports until this week?
You never heard of it. I see where you're going. You never heard of it. We never heard of it ever. This is something different. Well, on the Heisman, so I get it. You know what I mean? I heard Colorado retire a lot of black players' jerseys. A lot of black ballers went to Colorado. I don't know the who all got they returned retired, but I think the upward and I think Deion spoke on it is Shador. You know, jersey retired. You know, after 2 seasons. You know, do you think Shador needs to should be retired, or what's your thoughts about that? You know, I see Travis, but I don't know about Shador. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, Shador. Hell yeah. Ain't nobody put up numbers in only 2 years that Shador did. Shador put up 8,000 passing yards in Colorado in 2 years. Cordell Stewart in 4 years only put up 4,000.
Okay.
Shador is the number one leader in completion percentage in Colorado, the number one leader in passing yards, and the number one leader in passing touchdowns at Colorado. Shador won the Johnny Unitas trophy. He won the Johnny Unitas trophy. The Johnny Unitas trophy is for the best what's it called? Not underclassmen, but what's the other one? It's for the best senior quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's for the best senior quarterback in the country. David O'Brien Award is for the best quarterback. You could be a junior, sophomore, or whatever to win it. Now, the Johnny Unitas is only for the senior only. And they gave the Davey O'Brien to Cam Ward, and they gave the doing Johnny Unitas to Shador. Now, Colorado policy is if you win a major award, your number get retired. Byron White, he ain't win the Heisman, but Byron White, Supreme Court Justice, they retired his number at Colorado. Byron White, he won. Thurgood Marshall replaced Byron White on the Supreme Court. Byron White went to Colorado. He got a number retired. Rashawn Shalom, the last Colorado player, and rest his soul, is the last Colorado player to win to get a number retired, and he won the Heisman.
Won the Heisman.
So you win a major award at Colorado, you win the Heisman. So I don't want to hear about Cordell Stewart, Chad Brown, Eric Bieniemy. You know, you got to win a major award, and you can't get mad at Coach Prime because Cordell Stewart number retired. That's not, he wasn't the coach.
Is Darren Hagen number retired?
No, you got to win a major award. Darren Hagen, Eric Bieniemy, JJ Flanagan. Say what?
He won a national championship.
You got to win a major award.
I hear you.
They can't retire the whole team jersey, DGratest.
Right.
They can't retire the whole team jersey.
I get it. But damn, I mean, how many games did Shador win, man? It's Colorado career.
He won 13 games.
Okay.
You know how many games they won the 4 years before Shador got there?
I think they won 2.
They were 1-11 the year before Shador got there. And the transfer portal was open. You can't say, oh, he only won those games because he got transfer portal. Transfer portal been here long before Shador got there. So, man, so all that negative rhetoric toward Shador and Coach Prime is only coming because their last name. Anybody else, nobody would be saying anything.
I get it. I mean, that's Colorado. If that's what Colorado do, hey, more power.
Look at Big Illinois. Look at Big Illinois. He already hating. You know what I'm saying? Read my list, Big Illinois, and anybody else questioning Shador. If you win a major award, you get your number retired. Shador won the Johnny Unitas Award. Cordell Stewart didn't win an award. Eric Bieniemy didn't win an award. JJ Flanagan, Darren Hagen, they did not win an award. Chad Brown did not win an award. Rashawn Salam, Travis Hunter, Shador Sanders won major awards.
But do we look at those side awards as I mean, I don't really pay attention to side awards.
To Colorado, the Johnny Unitas Award is a major award.
To Colorado, to Colorado.
And that's all that matters. Nobody was crying about Cordell Stewart a week before last, were they? You know what I'm saying? Nobody was saying, hey, Cordell Stewart never needed to be retired. Cordell Stewart last game in Colorado was in 1994. It's been over 30 years. Now why all this doing campaigning for Cordell Stewart? Y'all better than this.
Yeah, you got a point there, because the last time I saw Cordell Stewart, he was on a reality show. But yeah, man, I mean, if that's their policy, that's their policy, man. You know what I mean? Speaking of Shador, man, I heard he's about to work out with the Giants, man. What do you think about that, sir?
It makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. I'm trying to figure who's worse, Sean, Daboll, or Tibbs. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out which one is worse. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you throw all three of them in a bowl of gumbo, neither one of them going to float to the top. You know what I'm saying? You got to bring in the bottom of the pot to bring those jokers back up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Big Illinois said Kenny Pickett won in 2021. Should his number be retired?
Did Kenny Pickett go to Colorado or he went to Pittsburgh, Big Illinois?
Big Illinois, he's jumping at the Colorado policy, sir. Colorado do.
That's right. It's Colorado, Big Illinois. You weren't talking about Kenny Pickett last week. Now all of a sudden you campaigning for Kenny Pickett. Big Illinois, go sit your ass down, man. You know what I'm saying? I'd be great. Why you gonna put that up there? Why you gonna put that up there, the great? You like cheap. You be on that bullshit.
I'm putting everybody shit up here. Don't be mad because Shador getting heat from the masses. You know what I mean? Hey, don't be mad. So,
hey, Big Illinois, he been, and it's just jokes, Big Illinois. Big Illinois he been hating since Justin Fields was his quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Big Illinois, he a tough sell, man.
Justin Fields. Who do y'all need in the draft? I think we talked about that, but if Shador is there, are you drafting Shador?
Hey man, if I'm the Giants, go ahead and trade down, man. Trade that third pick. Give that joker the if Travis Hunter off the board at number 2, trade down. Trade with Saints or trade with Pittsburgh and give them that number 3 pick so they can take Shador. You know, we need a whole lot, the great. We need a whole lot. Let me see what Big Illinois is saying. Why when someone says something about Shador is hating? Because Big Illinois, you got a track record, Big Illinois. You hating on Justin Fields. You got a track record, Big Illinois. This ain't about Shador. You always coming negative toward a black quarterback.
Oh,
you got a track record.
First, I thought I was the only one having that last track.
Well, let me finish the great. If I was in charge, the Giants would trade down with New Orleans or with Pittsburgh. Let them get Shador. You know what I'm saying? If Travis Hunter not on the board, we got a pass rush. We don't need the pass rush out of Penn State. We don't need them. And there's 2 good running backs in the draft. They're 2 good at every position. You know what I'm saying? They got Mason Graham going to the Jaguars at 5, but he's not even the best defensive tackle on my board. The two big boys out of Ole Miss, they number 1 and 2 on my board. You know what I'm saying? Pegues and other guy out of Ole Miss who played at Texas A&M. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna both be available at 21. I'm a sports fan. If them cats suck, they suck white or black. Hey, great. Do you remember Big Illinois saying anything about Mr. Trubisky?
I don't think he liked Mr. Trubisky when he was playing with the Bears.
You know, see, Big Illinois he did a show with H-Rap. He was doing a show every Wednesday with H-Rap. Okay. And Adrian asked him about Mr. Trubisky, and Big Illinois, quote unquote, Mr. Trubisky is my quarterback. Now tell me I'm lying, Big Illinois.
Hey, can we see? I'll bring them all so y'all can debate about this.
I got receipts. I don't want to turn this into a Big Illinois bashing. You know what I'm saying? But I got receipts.
We got Saint going on, Saint.
I got receipts.
Big Illinois, you got receipts, sir. You got receipts. Hey, y'all got the number 3. Y'all got the number 3 pick, right?
John got number 3 pick, and we need a whole lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We could trade down and get that safety out of South Carolina. That safety out of South Carolina, he 5'11", hard hitting safety like Ronnie Lott, running 4.340. He gonna be available at the number 21 pick. We could get him. We don't need, if Travis ain't on the board, we could trade down. And there's gonna be a whole lot of players available at number 21 or at number 9. We don't need to go at number 3.
Y'all could trade with us.
Say what?
Y'all could trade with us.
If we trade, we trade. If we trade with y'all, we ain't gonna be able to get. We'll be able to get whatever we want at 3. Gonna be available. Like I said, it's two everything outside of quarterbacks on on them. If they dead set on getting a young quarterback, you could trade down and get Milroe. Milroe got the strongest arm in a draft, and he run a 4.340. You know what I'm saying? And he run a 4.340.
How tall is Milroe? Milroe like my height?
Huh?
Is Milroe like my height?
Milroe 6'2", son. He's not 5'3".
Whoa.
You set yourself up for that, DGratest.
Yeah,
you set yourself up for that.
Yeah. Don't get that Jamie Foxx at the end of the show, sir.
You set yourself up for that one, DGratest.
Don't get that Jamie Foxx, man, for real. We got Saint in the building, man. Saint chimed in, man. What's going on, Saint? He live on Twitch. He live on Twitch. Live on. Anything else you want to say about the draft, man, or the transfer portal? Hey, break down your boy. I heard he was going to be UCLA, man. The Tennessee quarterback.
Okay, let me break down. Let me peel on your back, man. Buttercup. I gotta leave at quarter till the great. So,
okay, let me know. We good.
All right, okay. Here's a breakdown. I'm peeling on your back on the transfer portal. What the league is doing. When I say league, I'm talking about NCAA. Each team has got general managers. You know, I know you seen Stanford got your boy as general manager. North Carolina got general managers.
Yeah.
Each school got general managers. And what their job is to protect the agent's interests. And here's what I mean. They're allowing agents now to broker these NIL deals. You know what I'm saying? What these agents doing is putting these general managers in these schools, forming a bond with them. You know what I'm saying? So they go into these players and say, hey, I got the phone with Stanford's general manager. He need this, that, and other. I'm friends with him. I can get you in there for a certain deal. Okay? So the coach of UCLA, Deshaun Foster, running back, used to be with Carolina Panthers. He's the head coach of UCLA. He want your boy, Nico. I am 11.
Yeah, I can't pronounce his name.
Him. Yeah, okay. Nico. I am a lever. You know what I'm saying? He wanted him. That's why he jumped to the portal, because when you jump into the portal, DGratest, right next to your name, you got a contact or do not contact. Soon as I am a lever, jump into the portal, he clicked do not contact. When somebody got do not contact next to their name, DGratest, they telling you do not call me. I already found my team. So everybody calling Nico stupid for leaving Tennessee. Nico got a better deal. You know what I'm saying? It is no different from working at Apple and going to work for Samsung. You know what I'm saying? Just because one school paying you $2 million, you might not be happy living in Knoxville, Tennessee. You rather go back to LA and get 1.5 or $1 million. It's still better than nothing.
I think some of the uproar or some of the drama that became, he was holding out for more money from Tennessee.
No, he was not holding out. He was acting for full market value. Because you look at all the returning starters in college football from the SEC, Nico was the #1 quarterback. And Florida set the market by paying DJ Lagway $3.2 million. And this DJ Lagway is sophomore. He ain't even played a full season yet. And he getting $3.2 million. Next highest paid quarterback is Vanderbilt quarterback. Insert lab track. Vanderbilt quarterback getting 1.5. Wow. So Nico was like, man, you gotta pay me full market value. I took the team to the playoffs, and I'm projected. Tennessee is projected with Texas and 2 other teams be the top 4 teams in the SEC. 4 teams are going to the playoffs. 4 teams from the SEC guaranteed going to the playoffs. With Nico, Tennessee is one of them. He got leverage. Don't listen to ESPN. Don't listen to Fox Sports. He got leverage. UCLA on the phone with him saying, "Hey man, we want you to be our QB1." So he jumps in the portal, telling everybody, "Do not contact me." But then ESPN, with their little smear campaign, gets it, call UCLA, talk to the president and the chancellor, and right now they're putting a roadblock on Nico. They're trying to railroad old boy because if he signs with UCLA, everybody gonna be on Tennessee and be like, "Why you ain't sign him? Why you ain't sign him?" So they don't want him to sign with UCLA too quick. They want to railroad the kid. So they want to make him look like mud. So it won't be no uproar in Nashville. In Knoxville. That's all this is, politics.
And they don't want everybody else to do the same thing what he's trying to do.
Right, because the ESPN got all their money tied into the SEC, right? They got all their money tied into the SEC. Fox, NBC got all their money tied into the Big Ten. So when the kid leaves the SEC, it's against ESPN's interest. They want to make you think ESC is a destination for the big time football.
The gateway
So when somebody
to the NFL.
So when somebody leaves the SEC, they circling the wagons, DGratest.
Okay, got you. Well, I'm glad you broke it down, bro. I was in a whole lot of drama. I know you got to get up out of here like in 5 more minutes, sir. NBA playoffs starting today, the Sweet 16, man. Let me get your thoughts about these games. Let me get my be correct.
Okay. Shout out to the Miami Heat. They eked out a grueling victory over the Atlanta Hawks last night. Hey Mocha, need to get on the phone, call Pat Riley, and tell them they need to retire Bam Adebayo jersey today. When Bam leaves the Miami Heat, nobody should ever wear number 13 for the Miami Heat. You know what I'm saying? Bam put in work last night. Tyler Hero put in work last night, man. Shout out to the Miami Heat. Mocha got more reason to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? But you need to give Quinn Snyder the Jamie and Foxx Award. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Give Quinn Snyder, the head coach of Atlanta, give him the Jamie Foxx Award. His rotation last night didn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Tyler Hero breaking you off the dribble. You know what I'm saying? Time after time after time. Nobody. There was no substitute. There was no adjustment. You let Tyler Hero cook you. You know what I'm saying? You let Bam Adebayo get about 15 boards on you, and you let Wiggins get off. You know what I'm saying? Without no adjustments. So man, give Jamie Foxx Award to Quinn Snyder with that Atlanta Hawks.
Save that as that queue up. All right, give me your thoughts. Predict who you got for the series, man. Let me see. I got today we got Minnesota coming out here to they play the Lakers, man. Who you got?
Oh man, I'm predicting pain for the Lakers. Minnesota got all the weapons. They got Ant. You know what I'm saying? He the new number 23. You know what I'm saying? I'm predicting Minnesota in 5 games to great. You know what I'm saying? What you think?
All right, I got the Lakers in there. Milwaukee versus the Pacers. Who you got?
I got Milwaukee coming out of there, but it's going the full distance though. Indiana, a scrappy team. They got my boy Obi Toppin, man. I don't know why the Knicks got rid of him, but they got a scrappy team.
Even without what's my boy shooter for Milwaukee right now with the little blood clot.
The point guard?
Yeah. From Portland. I don't know why I can't think of his name. You know what I'm talking about?
From Milwaukee? Are you talking about Damian Lillard?
Lillard, yeah, Damian Lillard. My bad.
Yeah. Doc Rivers, top 5 coach in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Even though a lot of people hate on Doc Rivers, he gonna find a way to get it done.
Okay. Clippers and Denver, real quick. Who you got?
Clippers got best coach in the NBA, Tyronn Lue. They got rejuvenated. They got a rejuvenated Claw. You know what I'm saying? Kawhi Leonard, and they got Harden, the best point guard in the NBA when Chris Paul retired. You know what I'm saying? And they got a good little scrappy team. I got Clippers winning.
Clippers. I got the Clippers. I got a feeling that might go 7 games, man.
Oh yeah.
If it goes 7 games, it might be kind of dicey for the Clippers. Detroit versus New York Knicks.
Everybody picking Detroit to win in 5 games. I like that. Go ahead and keep underestimating the team in the Mecca. You know what I'm saying? Everybody and their mom, they come on today at 6:00 on ESPN, which is blasphemy. They got the marquee game at the Lakers and Minnesota, the marquee game coming on ABC at 8 p.m. It should be the Knicks in Detroit. Everybody want to see the Knicks play. So get a Jamie Foxx award to the league for not putting the Knicks in Detroit as a marquee game.
So okay, we got I got Detroit in 6 on that one, man.
Hey, how much you want to put, homeboy? What's your cash at? I'm about to send you 20 apples right now, DGratest.
Okay, send me 20 apples, and I'll send you 20 apples. And if I win, you send me 50 back.
I beat you first, sir. So I'm about to send you 20. You send me 50 back. I beat you to it, sir. You send me 50 back.
Okay, I'll take that bet.
Oh yeah.
And we got to record it too.
Oh, no doubt.
Memphis go to OKC. Memphis OKC. Best out of 7. Who you got?
It's gonna be a sweep. OKC gonna sweep them.
OKC. Okay. Orlando, Boston.
I would love for Orlando to beat Boston because Boston's the only team that give Knicks problems. You know what I'm saying? But I see Boston coming out of there.
Boston. Like I said, you spoke on this team earlier. The Heat versus Cleveland.
On paper, Cleveland should win, man. But for some reason, man, the Heat come alive. Poster had those teams have, until late last night. Miami Heat had the lead in their first 2 playing games until late in the 4th quarter last night. You know what I'm saying? Spoelstra had those boys ready to play in the playoff time. So give me the Heat. Give me the Heat in the upset.
Okay. You want to run apples on that one?
No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
All right, the last game tomorrow, Golden State versus Houston should be a good series. What you got?
Oh man, it's gonna be a good series right there. You got one of the best coaches in the league, Ume Udoka, a young, hungry Houston team going against Golden State. Golden State got a scorer, and then they got 2 dogs, Draymond and what's the name? What's my boy name? Butler. Butler, he's deadly as the 2nd or 3rd best player on the team. He's deadly. He's not valuable if he's your best player, but if he's your 2nd or 3rd best player, he's deadly. Give me Golden State, man.
I got Golden State, man. All right, sir. Hey, man, appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man.
Jamie Foxx. Let me say Jamie Foxx here real quick.
Hey, man, everybody listen now and on the replay. Like and share the show, man, and make sure you hit the Golden State. Excuse me. You subscribe. You hit the notification bell. You got to double click on the avenue, and it's gonna show you all, and they're gonna show you subscribe. Make sure you click on all. And the great he's gonna chop this up, and he's gonna do some shorts where you only gonna hear a minute of this show. Make sure you like, share, and when you see the short, put an emoji. Make sure you comment. It helps the algorithm.
Appreciate it.
When you see this on a replay, like, share, and get one comment, emoji, or whatever.
Appreciate you, man. Live. We be back next week, Friday. We be back again with some conversation with me and Jungle Brother. Hey, man, you have a good day, man. We're still praying for you, man. You know what?
I love everybody, man. Peace.
Yeah.
Shout out to my niggas. This come on at 6 o'clock tonight. Peace.
All right, bro.